Nigeria is producing a lot of crude oil and exporting this crude oil and importing back refined petroleum products due to the lack of refined capacities. And Nigeria is quite a big country, has had 4 refineries before, which are not running anymore. From an economic point of view, everybody knows that you're not making money by producing raw materials. You're making a lot of margin because you have low production costs. Problem is, what are you doing with this money? Are you investing it in a productive sense? Everybody who's interested in economics knows that the money, the real money, is generated in the deeper part of the value chain. The refinery is adding value to the raw material. So this is what Nigeria is not doing. And this is a general problem of many oil-producing countries. They are not doing it because they got a bit lazy, because there's enough money coming in for, well, in Nigeria, a lot of people.
If only our 4 refineries are functional to be able to serve the whole of Nigeria without much problem. And they are expensive refineries. They are built to the best standard in the world. They are built by the best companies. Some of them were built by Americans. Some of them were even built by Germans. They are high quality refineries. But somehow we believe, as citizens of Nigeria, that they are sabotaging somewhere. Some people are profiting very highly from importation of fuel. So they want to make sure that those refineries never, what we Nigerians call the Nigerian fact, the corruption within.
Even the most competent managing director of a state-owned petroleum company cannot properly run refineries in this country. Why? Because a minister will call him in the middle of the night and say, look, the money we have budgeted for repairing something that burnt the last time, we're not going to give you because the political party has to use it for a rally.
Somebody like me, I wish I can become the president of this country. I know I would do a lot of damage to people. I would clean out all those ugly, corrupt guys. And that's the thing they don't want. Until we get rid of corrupt people in this nation, I don't know when this will stop. They are the ones who are causing all this scarcity and everything because they are making a lot of money from importation. So they will make sure the refineries never work.
It's an irony that until today, Nigeria doesn't know how much oil it is producing. Because there is virtually no way of how the Nigerian authorities can monitor the production from the different oil wells controlled by the international oil companies. There are no flow meters which are not controlled by the international oil companies, which could tell the Nigerian government how much oil is actually produced. And therefore it doesn't know how much to charge the oil companies. It is at the mercy of the international oil companies, and they are still in the habit of paying huge bribes to the ruling elite in order to maintain that status quo.
Drop. No, as in drop the cake. Drop the cake. You have to move your hand again.
I've had a course where somebody was not going to fill up my card. Less than 5 minutes after buying food, my car stopped. You see the meter rolling, but it's just gas, air that goes in. There are so many ways they cheat customers. Even some, do you know that they mix petroleum with kerosene and other byproducts? And few of them, they believe that, look, the petrol is too expensive, let's do illegal things to make things work for them, and they do.
You know, when you beat a people to a mental state where they cannot reason again, when hunger has taken over the control of the entire body, you don't know who to fight. You don't know where to direct your aggression. In fact, you don't even need to fight. All you need to do is let people know that you know what you are missing and this is what you need. So the fight, of course, will always be among those affected, because there's a big line. There's supposed to be the lower, the middle, and the upper class, but the middle class is off it. So you are either very poor or you are very rich. And then there's a far distance between the two of you. Yeah, you may have just a tiny fence physically, psychologically, there's a far difference. So you can't get across to where the problem is coming from. The next person seems to use your next enemy, and you have little fuel and about 1 million people trying to get hold of that little one. So there's no way you can avoid the conflict. It's an accompaniment to fuel scarcity.
While the sale and scarcity period is going on, you are praying to God that nothing drastic happens in your own station. Well, it will affect your insurance. Then another thing, the disposal of cash during scarcity is very scary, because you have all kinds of crazy characters around. When you are about to take cash out, you don't know who is there watching. And immediately after scarcities, a lot of robberies always occur, because they know some stations keep money in the station. We don't keep money in the station anymore. Send it all to the bank.
Everybody wants to make money from oil, but the poor people keep asking the government, what are you going to do for us? You are taking our oil, but you are giving us nothing in return. The government keeps replying, we have plants in the pipelines for you. And we keep hearing plants, pipelines, plants, pipelines, plants, pipelines, till the day they decide to go and search for these plants in the pipeline. And they found fuel there. But tragically, the pipelines exploded and most of them got burnt, all because the government's plants never come out of the pipelines. Because there are no plants in the pipelines. They fooled us.
I was at home on that unfaithful day when a friend called me in the morning at exactly 6 o'clock that some people went to bust the pipeline and that I should come so we can fix some and sell and get some money for ourselves. I told him I was busy, I couldn't go. About few hours later, I saw smoke everywhere. I actually didn't know what happened, but I called some of my friends who were around then, and they told me that an explosion had occurred. I went and I saw so many people dying, and even some of the people at the other side of the road got affected. Buses got burnt and houses got burnt. Lots of people died there, including my best friend who had called me that morning.